Well, thank you, all you meth heads. You're gonna make my week miserable. I appreciate you. You see, one of the key ingredients in meth apparently seems to be Claritin D. I don't understand what it is. I don't know the ingredients. I'm not a meth head. You're only allowed to buy 1 box a month unless you have a prescription. I have a prescription, but my doctor has not called it in yet, and I need to go. I've waited long enough.
Yeah.
Really? Come on. Yeah, I hear that.
Gotta start taking care of them.
I didn't really see anything in there, man. I got us some Lunchables. That's about it. Getting sick of the normal. I agree. For those people that can go without eating bread or pasta on those fancy diets, I don't know. I think I'd rather be very large before I go on one of those diets. I love my bread and I love my pasta. Those are two things I can pretty safely say I will never give up. Alright, after I've done all this whining, it is now the middle of the day. We need to get up to Sioux City. We need to pick up our load of pork, which is loaded. It's loaded. We're not leaving here until it's loaded, and they told me it's loaded. And we are heading for Oklahoma again. It's a different place in Oklahoma than what we went to last time. It is a, well, I don't know what name of the town is. I'll let you know here in a little bit. But I think it's northeast of Oklahoma City, up in that area. I think we're ready to hit the road and get some trucking in now, though. Oh yeah, back to the Claritin. My whole family needs Claritin, or at least me, Paige, and Troy. We use Claritin. So there's 3 people. The boxes come in 30 days, 1 month. That's why you can only buy 1 a month. So I get a prescription for them so I can get 3 boxes. Prescription never came through, so I made sure the kids have it for the week while I'm gone, and maybe it'll come through when we get home. But with this weather going hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, it really messes with your allergies. Your sinuses really messes with them. Standing right there, I guarantee it. Should we open the door and check? Hello, German. How are you? Those aren't flat, Opie. Let's go check these. Make sure they're not flat. Dad, do you ever check anything else other than tires? Well, brakes look good. That about sums it up, Opie. £41,000 of boneless ham. That's a relatively light load coming out of there. It's going to Seminole, Oklahoma. Knoll, Oklahoma. I don't even know how far that is from us. I'm gonna walk the German real quick because when we leave the house, he is so excited to get into the truck he doesn't use the restroom. So we walk him around here a little bit and get that job done. Seminole. Seminole. I swear I only went in there for a $16 mirror. Walked out spending $266. They actually had my window trim. I have my new door seals. They actually had my window seal in. Bought some new fuel filters, that mirror, and a cab air filter. Adds up quick. You would have to think back and remember back a lot of videos ago. We bought that mirror in Sapp Brothers down there in Council Bluffs, Iowa. And I told you guys, yeah, that's just an El Cheapo. It isn't gonna last more than maybe a month or so. I think it's been on there for about 6 months. But the new one's gonna be nicer. They never really look that dirty. The filters, they don't. They usually look a little bit cleaner when you're looking at them, you know, just standing beside the truck looking at them. You're like, oh, I don't need to replace that filter. It's plenty good. You actually do got to replace them. I don't run fresh air a whole lot on the truck. I usually run recirculate because I don't like dust. But one of these days it's going to get cold, and the heat always works better when it's fresh air versus recirculate air. Oh, they glued it all the way down. These new seals, they come with glue or a 3M tape on the back side of them. I don't know why people would use that. That seal is going to be a night and day difference going down the road. Even for you guys, it should be quieter. Not enough, not no rattling or wind noise. Okay, so we have about 620 miles to go till we get down there to where we're going in Oklahoma. We should get there probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking, with a few stops with Opie and me, because I like to stop too. So we're going to get underway. Probably got about an hour left of daylight, so we'll get some recording in during daylight. I think today would be a really good day to use Cole Trickle's words. You know, when he's talking to Harry Hogg. His words were, "Harry, I'm not driving any faster. Everybody else is driving slower." And if you know what movie that's from, you and me, we can be friends. If you don't, we can be friends still. Great movie though. We're in Purcellville, Iowa right now, and We're on our back road that we usually always park on to let Opie out. But the truck stop over there, the Pilot truck stop, is in full chaos mode right now. Absolute chaos. So when we pulled down this road, there was 2 trucks coming around right here, and they were going probably about 50 by the time they got to the truck stop up there, which is just behind the Kenworth. It didn't end well for them. It didn't end well for 2. They thought they were going to do 100 mile an hour and I was going to stop and wait. And no, Kurt is not friendly to people who speed. Trip is going very nicely. We're about 150 miles into it. I have a sneaking suspicion that we will be stopping a lot in this 600 miles. I have a really big sneaking suspicion. I can feel it. You guys ever do that when you start a trip? You're like, I feel like I'm going to be stopping a lot on this trip, and I think that's going to be this trip. Even though, like I said a second ago, we're going the same speed. Everyone else is just going slower, but I just feel the urge to stop more. I had to struggle to get down here. Opie, he looked okay. He didn't even really resemble wanting to get out of the truck right now, but he still did. How are you? Okay, just checking to make sure you're still doing good. I think he wants some of my roast beef sandwich. It's pre-made. They have cheese on them. You usually find them in gas stations. I picked these up at the grocery store. Usually they have some deli-made subs there, and the deli there in the grocery store doesn't really stay open much anymore, so they don't really make them much anymore. The trick is, if you're going to stop more often, don't get comfortable at those stops. Like right now, I'm getting comfortable because I'm hungry and I want to eat some food. But usually, you just want to stay, you stop, let the German out, run around. Because I've seen a few comments in there say, man, you stop a lot. They're not long stops. At most, maybe 15 minutes. Our stop. Let the German out, let him do his thing. I'll walk around a little bit, kind of kick the tires, do something like that. Then we're right back in the truck and we're moving. Unless if it's food time, then we take our time for food. But I think that's the trick I usually find. And who knows, we might not stop a lot. And who knows, I could be checking in a minute after this video, after I get done talking, and we're stopped again. One of those nights. That's going to taste good though. I'm going to eat my sub. The German's going to stare at me. Then we'll get back on the road. So I didn't get it on camera, but that doesn't mean I can't tell you about it. That just means I can't make a big deal out of it. Let me set it up. We're at the Sac and Fox Casino in Kansas right now off of Highway 75. There is new passing zones on this highway. You can get off to the right and let the truck or car behind you pass you. I had this truck, he wasn't really tailgating me, but he was back there and it was getting kind of annoying. And I knew I was going to be pulling into here. So I pulled over, or I pulled off onto the slow side and to let him go by. And he just wouldn't get by, wouldn't get by. He was one of those that was just trying to do this. So I kicked the cruise off. Backed her down to 60 miles per hour, and he takes off. Not even a quarter mile down the road. Yeah, not even a quarter mile down the road. Poof! Smokes a deer. big doe, just smokes that thing right in front of us. He angles off to the right, but he kept going. You know, he didn't stop by no means, and left a mess on the road and everything. I was just thinking, man, that brings back to the Future. Remember that part, you know, where he's gonna race that full-size square body Chevy, and he's in that little Nissan, and instead of hitting first, he hits reverse and backs up, and that square body Chevy, or was it a Chevy? Pretty sure it was a square body. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he smokes that Rolls Royce, or he misses that Rolls Royce. And Marty on Back to the Future, he would have smoked that Rolls Royce. If I wouldn't have backed off to let him by, I'd have smoked a deer tonight. But I didn't get none of it on camera, so in the YouTube world, if you don't have it on camera, you can't make a big deal out of it. Grab your leash. All right. Come on. You know, I'm not too sure if it's coming across the camera at all yet. I haven't listened back to any footage. It's kind of hard to listen to footage when your truck's going down the road, when you hear your truck. But that new seal that we put in there before we left, top notch. Holy smokes, that is a night and day difference. I thought it was just wind that was bothering me. It's much more than that. I haven't even put in the full door seal yet. We're gonna do that probably tomorrow. But it blocks out a lot of noise. Like, the wind has finally started to go down a little bit, but she's still blowing pretty good once you get out on the interstate. And it actually, a lot of that turbo noise, it's just not as loud. Like when I roll that window up, it like seals out the outside. Why did I wait so long? I waited way too long. That seal in that window's probably been bad for 2 years. Is this blinding you, or is this just picking up my nose? I don't know. I have to rewatch that. I think it's just picking up my nose. See, I can just look at my nose right here. But if I go like that, I feel like I'm blinding you. But I don't know why I waited so long. It's silly. I mean, you can pick, now that I know exactly what it is, it's just channel seal. You could actually pick that up on Amazon. Just buy like a, I don't know how long to tell you to buy, but you definitely can get away with buying it from Amazon versus buying it from the dealership. I just wasn't 100% sure how big the channel was for it. It's normal window channel seal. I'm just telling you, put your nose up, you could walk a lot better. Yeah, we're in a bad area. Get your nose up, we ain't stopping for you to smell anything. See all those Cobra chickens over there? You see them? They're all sleeping, but they left you plenty of snacks. So we are beelining it back over here by the interstate. I bet there's none over here. Oh, you really just want to put that nose down tonight. Come on. I didn't record any of it, but the other day when I went to Sioux City to run some errands, I took Rosie, Mom and Dad's German Shepherd, which is a female. I've never really had much experience with female German Shepherds before. There was Millie before Rosie, Mom and Dad's old German Shepherd that passed away. She never left my dad's side. But Rosie is willing to go with me in the pickup, and I'm kind of trying to train her a little bit there. Not a whole lot. I'm no trainer by no means. The night and day difference. Speaking of night and day difference, like we were talking about that seal. Holy smokes, females, they don't care what's on the ground. I let her out in a big grass lot. She just ran. She might have smelled maybe once, maybe twice. Nothing like the beautiful German here. The German, his nose does not leave the ground unless I'm purposely talking about him. Always, his nose is always to the rhinestone, man. It's straight to the ground. Dad, we're gonna have a serious discussion about this leash. A serious discussion. That's right. I'm making the German mad tonight. He'll get over it. He really will. We have 260 miles left in our journey. If you haven't guessed by seeing the triples there, we are on the Kansas Turnpike. We're pulled over at a oasis or service plaza, whatever you want to call it. I think that's the only place they can run. I'm not sure if triples can run I-70 at all. I think they have to be on the turnpike if they're going to run triples, and I don't think they can be loaded. You guys are going to have to correct me on that, but I think they have to be empty. Maybe not, though. I could be way wrong. Maybe not all three of them loaded. I don't think I want to pull that kind of triples. I want to go down under. I want to go down to I want to go to the outback. I'm going to go to Australia. You guys pull some nice road trains, and they look a heck of a lot more solid than those triples that the box trailers pull around here. That trailer has a wing, Opie. It has a wing, a spoiler, like a race car. I wonder if it can go really fast. Alright, we're at a casino now. A casino. We are just at a casino. A casino. Let's try that one again, Kurt. We are at a casino at the intersection of Highway 377 and Interstate 40 here in, not Kentucky, I was going to say Kentucky, in Oklahoma. We're 10 miles from where we need to make our delivery. I've never been to where we're going before. And on the Google Maps, I can usually zoom in and see oil spots where trucks can park before you go into the entryway, and I'm not seeing any oil spots. So we're gonna hang out here. Yeah, we'll camp out here, then come our delivery time or closer to, we'll start weaseling our way to where we need to get unloaded. Can't think of the name of the town we were going through, just east of Oklahoma City there on Interstate 40. I was recording that car lot. Yeah, I was recording a car lot. I don't know. I hit stop and then he started looking around going, oh, it's kind of cool, Went like that. We were going by some awesome jets, big planes. They were on the south side of the interstate. So the goal is, in the next video when we go back that way, to hopefully remember to throw the camera up and try to record those, because those would be a lot more interesting than a car lot. I would think so. If I sound cold, it is cold. We started our day out at 50. It's in the 20s, and I'm in Oklahoma. Thought it was supposed to warm up the further south you went. It's just an old myth. I go during the winter when I used to go down to McAllen, Texas and Laredo, Texas. It actually didn't warm up till I got south of Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. I mean, it'd be warmer down there, but once we got south of Fort. Okay, I'm mumbling, I'm stumbling. This is all I got for you. You guys, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do so. Jump over to the website, truckingwithschmidt.com, see what Uber Dad's been up to. Other than that, you stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time. If I decide that I can talk and not fumble all over my words.